Hello my Leos, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing your tarot readings for from now to tonight to the end of June. I don't know if I'm behind with you all, but if I am, forgive me. But let's get started, and please don't forget to like and share if this reading resonates with you. I would really appreciate any comments. I'm trying to get on schedule so I can get all the readings on time, but sometimes it's hard. If I am behind, I'm gonna be doing a week in between, because my readings are bi-weekly, but in between the weeks, whatever message that, if it resonated and whatnot, I will elaborate more on a short reading, following up that reading within a week or so. Okay, so if all your answers weren't answered, don't worry, I will do like a bonus or an extended reading regarding that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. And I do pray and sage everything before I start my videos. Thank you. Okay, what I like to do is I like to do the 10 card spread, which is my Celtic cross, because anything comes out, whether it's love, career, health, whatever the divine wants you to know, it's all in general. And just remember that all my readings are general readings. If you want a personal reading, you can contact me. I will be including my email. Hopefully you can see it. Okay. Sometimes I don't want to come out, so just sometimes they come out flying. Okay, one more shuffle. Oh, good. Make some room here. Had a long day today, guys. Sorry. So the first one, we have the devil. This is what concerns you. Your bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Wands. So that's your energy. And on the top of the deck, you have the Two of Cups. So your energy, your overall energy is like you are kind of fighting for what is yours, is where you're at right now. You're fighting for what is yours. Something's going on. It could be work related, but with the Two of Cups on top of the deck, it's probably love. So there's probably some stuff going on in your love life. So what's concerning you is the devil. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, doesn't have to be. Or this could be your own energy. Either you or someone concerning you is like, how can I put this nicely? Maybe you're struggling, which is right here, the overall energy. You're struggling with some kind of addiction. It could be you or someone that's concerning you. Could be sex, drugs, alcohol, whatever it is. It's like some strongholds that they have on you or on your person. Okay. And yeah, so that's what it is. It could be you, that you have these these strongholds have a very, very stronghold on you. Things that you have to, let go, that are toxic. Maybe the relationship that you're in is toxic. Or maybe the person is toxic. Could be dealing with a narcissist. Or someone with a lot of issues. But we'll see. We'll keep going. What's challenging you is the Queen of Wands. So this is your Leo card. So this is you. It's non-gender specific. So it's he, she, doesn't matter. It's not gender specific. So you're, I'm sorry, the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. You could be dealing with a water sign. I'm doing Leo. You could be dealing with a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Doesn't have to be, but so this person is kind of like challenging the devil. So this person could be, if it's you with these strongholds, with these addictions, this person could be offering their support, because they wear their heart in their sleeves. So they're kind of like trying to either help you get off these addictions, or you're trying to help them get off these addictions. But they're like, that's why I say you're fighting for something. So maybe you're fighting that. Maybe you're trying to fight off these addictions, but they have a really strong hold on you, or on your person, vice versa. But let's keep going. This is what's crowning you, the Eight of Pentacles. So I'm picking up, maybe it's you that have these addictions, and you're trying to like work on yourself. You're trying to work on getting off these addictions. Maybe some of you are going through some kind of treatment for these addictions. Maybe you're getting some help with the Queen of Cups there. Maybe you're getting counseling. You're going to some kind of group counseling or individual counseling. but you're going for some. It's like you're really trying to work on yourself. On my fourth position, it's the issues, problems, dilemmas that you might be having, or the root of the problem of your addictions. And you have the Chariot, so you could be dealing with the Cancer. This is the Cancer card. So yeah, this is kind of like looking like you don't know where else to look. Maybe you are trying to get this support. Maybe you're trying to get this help, but at the same time, it's like you've already done that, you've been through that, and you're still kind of in the same dilemma. Like you don't know what else to do. For some of you, the reason that you're having these issues is because maybe you went through some kind of breakup in the past, with the Six of Cups being there. And this past relationship must have, maybe they left because of these issues that you were having. And so that just made kind of things worse for you. And that's why you don't know what else to do. Is what I'm getting. In your near future, spirits are asking you to meditate. Do the with the Four of Swords there. They're asking you to meditate, pray, just rest from all the drama. Like separate, kind of like do some alone time. Some of you have these strongholds because that's the only way that you can handle or you can deal with pain. But you realize that you are not able to heal your pain like that. You realize that that's just making things worse. And so you need some alone time to figure things out. Maybe you're codependent on something or someone, or both. Because when you're codependent on someone, you're gonna be codependent on other things. So maybe you need to stop being codependent. Work on just being your own person. Like some of you have these addictions because your self-worth, your confidence, like you put your value in things, you put your value in your job. And so if you lose your job, you lost your value, and that's not how it should be. And so that's probably why you have this energy around you. Although there's people that are offering their support. So you need to meditate. This is within the near future. You're gonna need to meditate. Do some alone time. Do some inner work. Because when we're dependent on others or on things, That's like really issues that we have rooted within ourselves, that we have to like bring out to the surface and release. But we can't do that if we're not doing inner work. But it looks like you are doing that already. Just keep doing it. It's a work in progress. Don't stop working on yourself. That's the near future. In your distant future, you have the Five of Swords. So these addictions, this is my control card, have a control over you. Some of you have been struggling with this problem for years now. Sometimes you're okay. You can go clean without any kind of chemical like alcohol or drugs, but then you go back. You go back to it. And a lot of the reason is because of our inner selves. We're like, there's something that we're lacking, painful experience that we don't let go of. But when you don't let go of painful experience, when you don't start working on healing whatever issue that you've ignored or that you put under the rug because you're like, no, I'd rather just get drunk than to think about whatever's bothering me. I don't want to think about it. Then you're never gonna get out of that control that things have on you. So it's gonna be harder for you to let go of these addictions. For some of you, it's just, control issues that you have. Leos do tend to want to control every situation, and spirits are saying you can't. So you have to learn to not want to control everything. There's nothing we can control. There's like really nothing. We're here, sometimes the only thing we can really control is how we react to things. How we react to heartbreak. So if you react to heartbreak by burying the pain through becoming promiscuous, having sex with whoever just to get over this one person, you just go from one addiction to another addiction, because people can be addictions too. So you just go from one addiction to the other addiction to the next addiction. So you never really work on yourself. On the 8th position, you have the Queen of Swords. Some of you might have to deal with legal issues regarding these addictions. Maybe you've gotten DWIs, maybe you've gotten arrested for carrying drugs, whatever legal issues, maybe family violence, whatever legal issues you've encountered. It's because of this devil energy, these addictions that you can't seem to. But it's not that you can't. It's just that that's the only way that you know how to cope with pain and hurt and anger. And you're like, well, You start, you know, burying your emotions. But they resurface, and when they resurface, then you want to bury those emotions again with whatever chemical you want to put in your body, like alcohol, drugs, or even sex. Your fears, worries, and anxiety is the Knight of Pentacles is on my 9th position. You could be dealing with an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Your fears could be financial, and I could see why. For some of you, maybe you lost your job because of some of these behaviors. And then having legal issues just add to your financial stress. The final outcome is a Hierophant. You could be dealing, like I said, with the Taurus. For those of you who are waiting a court case, that court case is probably going to come in. You're going to be receiving a message. Maybe from your attorney. I don't see if it's going to be good or bad. A good outcome or a bad outcome, but we can clarify. I hope this is resonating. Well, let's go ahead and do some clarifying. Like, yeah, there's been you're trying. You're working on yourself. You're really trying to make the right, get your life in order. You feel stuck, but just hang in there. Just hang in there. Let's clarify the devil for my Leos, please. Let's clarify the devil for my Leo. For my Leos. Let's clarify the devil for my Leos. One more. You've got the Page of Wands. So there's you. And you really want to start, you really want to take the step. It's like for some of you, you're going through like Alcohol Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous. And you're taking the first step towards recovery. Like you've seen how these addictions have not helped you, and you want to take the first step. So you're at the first step. You want change. Let's go ahead and clarify Let's clarify the Chariot, please, for my Leos. I'm gonna go with this one. You're getting the Hierophant again for the Chariot. This is the second time. So you're like, you're waiting for that outcome. You're waiting to see how your court case is going to come out. Because you want to, you know, you just want to get this over with because you want to start your recovery. And you're going through that nasty legal court case. So the message is coming. Whatever message it is, if it's good or bad, let's find out. Let's go ahead and clarify the Queen of Cups, please, for my Leos. Clarify the Queen of Cups for my Leos. And you got the Five of Wands with the Queen of Cups. You have the Five of Swords, now you have the Five of Wands. So it's been a battle. That first step that you took, it was a battle. It was a battle because here's this person that was offering you that support. They were trying to, maybe they were even trying to enable you. Who knows? We have our enablers. Be dealing with the Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But you were like resisting. But because you're taking the first step already. And what's the first step? For those of you who are going to group counseling and even individual counseling, the first step is to your recovery is admitting you have a problem. So you're in that first step. So after the first step, getting to the first step is the hardest, because when you have addictions, admitting that you have a problem is one of the hardest things. So if you don't admit it, that you have a problem, then you're not going to take the first step to try to find out why you have that problem. Work on that inner issues instead of burying them. So yeah, it looks like some of you already took that first step. After that, it's just a work in progress. You just got to keep working on yourself. Let's go ahead and clarify the Queen of Swords, please, for my Leos. The first step is the hardest, but some of you already took that first step. There's going to be challenges regarding that first step because you're going to be surrounded by people that, you know, your party people. People that enabled you to go party and drink and bury your problems. But some of you already hit rock bottom. With the Five of Swords here, some of you hit rock bottom with that court case. You got arrested, maybe? I don't know. Well, if you have a court case, it probably did. The Queen of Swords is being clarified by the Star. So you're really wishing for a favorable outcome. And with the star coming out, you might just get that favorable outcome. So if you're waiting from your attorney, if you're waiting for that message, you might get a good outcome. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify the Hierophant in the 10th position. Let's clarify the Hierophant in the 10th position. And you know, because some of you, you know, like working on yourself, and you're kind of you're showing people like, yeah, you know what, I messed up, I know I have a problem, I admit it, but I'm already trying to get my life together. Hierophant is being clarified by the Queen of Wands. So you might be dealing with or it could be your own energy. Or your attorney could be, you know, a Leo as well. Or the judge could be a Leo. But yeah, they're gonna probably, your court case is probably gonna be a good outcome. For those of you who are going to court, whatever message it is, it's gonna be good. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify the Eight of Pentacles, please. Eight of Pentacles is being clarified by the Hangman. Eight of Pentacles, and this is the Hangman. So yeah, working on yourself. You took the first step, and you're probably on the 8th step already. Okay, well, I don't know what the 8th step is on the recovery, Alcoholics Anonymous or the other one. But you're working on yourself, and you're patiently waiting for the outcome of the consequences, whatever it was that you had to go to court for. You're patiently waiting. You're just like, que sera, sera. You're like ready. But you've been meditating, you're asking the divine for help, and the divine is saying, okay, we're going to help you, but you got to keep working on yourself. You have to release this devil energy. You have to relieve that toxicity in your life, because you realize it's not helping you, and that's why you took that first step. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify the Four of Swords, please. Let's clarify the Four of Swords. Clarify the Four of Swords, please, for my Leos regarding this reading. It's a really late night tonight. Your Four of Swords is being clarified by the Three of Wands. So yeah, you went from the Page of Wands. And what else? What other pages do I have? Okay, so you went from the Page of Wands to the Three of Wands. So you're meditating, you really are going through your recovery, you're concentrating on your recovery, and you're moving forward. You're moving forward. See the green pastures in front of you? It's all green over here. So you're really, really working on yourself. You're like, I'm done. I want to get my life in order. I want to work towards that freedom. I don't want anything to have control over me. And so you're really working on yourself, and you have people here that are wearing their heart in their sleeve. This could be your mom, and she's like praying for you nonstop, because they know you have all these energies around you that they just want to keep pulling you back. With the Five of Wands and then the Five of Swords right underneath the Five of Wands, it's like that's how you get sucked back in to these drugs. You really have to work on your self-worth. With the Queen of Cups there, you really need to work on your self-worth, Leo. I don't know why you're going through this. My Leos are just wonderful people, like good leaders. But something happened in your past that broke you and made you feel like you weren't anything. You lost all. Even for some of you, even don't shoot the messenger. These are messages from the divine. Some of you lost your self-worth, and that's why you this pain that you have is because of that lack of self-worth. Too many cards. Let's clarify I'm shuffling. I don't even know what I'm clarifying. I just started feeling your pain. Let's clarify the Five of Swords. Some of you feel bonded to a particular thing or even person. Let's clarify the Five of Swords. Person that could have this control over you. Probably the one that's giving you these drugs. Let's clarify the Five of Swords, please, for my Leos. Let's clarify the Five of Swords for my Leos. Ah, it's too many. Clarify the Five of Swords. One more. One more. Clarify the Five of Swords for my Leos. The Five of Swords is being clarified by the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, see this toxicity, this addictions, this toxic person that you might be around that wants to control you. They control you by giving you these drugs. They control you by not letting you get sober. And the reason that you're allowing this is because you've had some abandonment issues. You have 5, 5, and 5 all in the same area. You've had some abandonment issues. You feel like your self-worth is not there. That's why and I told you in the beginning, it has to do with your inner self. You bury all those emotions, bury them down with all these chemicals, whether it's drugs, alcohol, or both. And you've hit rock bottom. You've hit rock bottom. There you are. You've hit rock bottom, and you want to be free from that. And with the Five of Pentacles, it's like you're trying to walk away from it, but you have felt abandoned. You have felt abandoned. And so the people that you felt abandon you, right? People that you felt like abandoned you kind of like, oh, you never really worked on that relationship with them. But with what you did is you walked towards people that fed you these drugs, that not fed you, but provided these drugs for you. Like they said, hey, you want to feel good? Stop thinking about your problems. Here, do this, do that. But all they did was they tried to get you addicted to what they were selling. and you got addicted and you kept going back for more. Some of you could be dealing with a person that is also has addictions, and maybe you're the one that's trying to make those changes and wants to release yourself. But if you're involved with a person that's an addict as well, and they're not taking that first step, admitting that they have a problem and going for help, they're just going to try to pull you in. And so you're going to have to make a decision. With the chariot here, remember I said that you don't know what to do? You might have to, if you're trying to heal yourself, if you're trying to get away from what's no longer helping you, obviously you hit rock bottom, and you have to change your environment. And if that person that you're dealing with, if they're not willing to help themselves, you staying there thinking that you can help them is not going to work. It's like the blind leading the blind. You have to help yourself before you can help anybody else. So what you'll be doing is you'll just be enabling that person to continue doing what they're doing. Because if you think that you're going to go to your recovery classes or your groups or your counseling and your self-development and you're working on your self-worth, and then you come home to this person that's lighting up or shooting up or drinking, what do you think is going to happen to you? Especially if you're dealing with a court case. There's a lot of decisions you need to make. A lot, like a major decision. Let's go ahead and clarify the Knight of Pentacles, please. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles, please, for my Leos. The Nine of Pentacles is being clarified by the Seven of Swords. And then with the energy over here, you have the Seven of Wands. So some of you are really struggling. You're really struggling to break free. Like you want to, like you're tired. Your swords are down. You're tired. You're tired of all the drama. You're tired of what your addictions have gotten you. Because it's like I said, you hit rock bottom. You've hit rock bottom. And I clarified all of them. So you've hit rock bottom. And now you're going through the consequences of your past actions, of those addictions, of where it's gotten you. But some of you, I could see that you have some support that's there to help you. They're helping you, but you have to help yourself. They're telling you, hey, if you're dealing with parents, hey, but you know, we love you, but we're not going to support what you're doing. You need to get the help that you need, and we'll help you once we see that you're helping yourself. And that's the way the universe works as well. And God doesn't do the job for us, but He offers the help once we start doing the work. And you are doing the work, and you're patiently waiting. But some of you are in a relationship with an addict, and you have a major decision to make regarding this person, because if they are not going to get the help, then you're just going to pull you back in. You're going to be doing all this work just to pull, and you're going to start going up, but then they're going to pull you down again. So there's going to be a major decision that you have to make. Let's see what the angels have for you. What messages do you have for my Leos regarding this reading, angels? What messages do you have? Shadow, wow, interesting. What messages do you have for my Leos regarding this spread, angels? I'm trying to keep it under an hour, I'm sorry guys. What messages do you have? Good. What messages do you have for my Leos? They never have to try on that one. Okay. So I'm gonna these are from the universe, the divine, okay? These are like the spirits, like God giving you the messages. So this one is your shadow self, which is most of this reading. And this is the triumph. So yeah, some of you are really working on your self-worth. Where are my glasses? Oh, here they are. And where's my book? And then the last one, this one, is this inner spirit choices that you're going to have to make. And that's what I said. You have a major choice to make. Especially those who have a partner that's also has addictions. So the first one is the shadow. $61. What is the message for my Leos? Okay, ready? All right. This card represents emotions, sensitivity, and a reminder that nothing in life is at a standstill. This is a world of constant flux, and one thing is certain: everything changes. This card is calling you to action. The time is now when you may have to face your worst fears and look into the dark shadows of your soul. You must learn to confront what you've avoided and walk courageously through it. Always know that life naturally revitalizes itself, and so it does. So do you. And as it does, so do you. The shadow card promises that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Recognize that by no longer denying your past and letting the tears fall, you'll discover the diamonds in the treasure chest of your soul. This is a cleansing process to wash away and clear out what was once avoided, ignored, or pushed aside. This card indicates that this is a time when your psychic sensitivity may be quite intense. Learn to open up to it, or if need be, to turn it down. Your body is one big psychic antenna. So just remember that you're in control of how high or low you want the reception to be. Mother Earth can assist you in this period of change, sensitivity, and healing. And in the tarot card, in the original tarot card, it's the moon. Wow. So that's what I was saying. What deep hurts are you burying? What deep pain are you burying with not facing them head on? Like every time they want to surface, you push them back down with alcohol, drugs, sex. Okay. The second one is triumph. That's number 7. Take number 39. Hi, my Leos. Okay, ready? The power of your soul is pushing and nudging you steadily forward. Whether you're setting new goals, developing ideas, or planning a journey, it's essential that it's carefully thought out. When you tap into your inner guidance and balance it with self-control, hard work, and perseverance, it's likely to manifest a triumphant outcome. It's time for you to be single-minded and focused on the end goal. Visualize the successful results as if it were happening right now. When you've achieved what you set out to do, your ability to meet other life challenges will be significantly increased. When you try to move forward without balance, direction, or guidance, it's easy to slip off your intended path and be drawn away from your desired goal. Now is not time to let go or allow the river of life to pull you into its current, as you can so easily lose control. Grab your oars, grip them tightly, and steer carefully toward your highest aim or destination. The Triumph card reminds you that you don't have to be alone with all of life's ups and downs and the challenges that face you. This is a time to tap into the powerful knowledge of others, as well as to use the inner resources that are within you. And in the traditional tarot is the Chariot. So you get the Chariot twice. So the message couldn't be more clear than that. Focus on the goal of your recovery and stay away from triggers, whether that's your party friends, whether that's your partner with addictions and they haven't taken that first step. And that's going to be the major decision, okay, which is the next one. Okay, I need my glasses. $75. Some of you, the addictions got a lot worse during the pandemic because there was nothing else to do. Maybe some of you lost your job. When, businesses slow down. And so you're, like I said, you were measuring your self-worth with things, with like job, with material stuff. And when you lost that, you lost your self-worth. When you lost your past love, you lost your self-worth. So now that you're doing the work, now you've come to that realization that your self-worth is not on things or others or people. Your self-worth is within you. You have to see your self-worth. Whether you live in a mansion or you live in a one-bedroom apartment or you live in your car, it don't matter. You have to see your self-worth. Because even if you lived in a mansion, if you did not see your self-worth, then what is that gonna? But yet you live in a mansion and your self-worth is down here. It doesn't matter whether it's a mansion or you live in a car. You should not measure or value yourself because of what you have or what you don't have. Your self-worth is your self-worth. And you got to remember that, Leo. Your self-worth is within yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to believe in yourself. But first and foremost is you have to love yourself. Don't worry about others loving you so that you can feel valuable. Because I have news for you. Because if you don't feel valuable, if you don't have an ounce of self-worth within you, if you don't love yourself, then you're not gonna, others are not gonna love you either. Because you are your own reality. So if you hate yourself, then others are gonna hate you, because that's what you're creating. And so you have to change that, and you're probably learning already that. You're probably already learning that in recovery. It's the first thing that they teach you, is to love yourself first and foremost. And if they haven't, then go to a different group, because that's the first thing that they have to do. Giving you insight. Because for whatever reason, you lost that. You lost that. And you have to gain it back. And you're my Leos. You're the king of the jungle. Take charge. Love yourself. Now, let me read the last message. Number 2. $75. This card indicates a time of movement. Significant changes and choices must be made. With hard work, great effort, and determination, you have the ability to juggle all the demands that are in front of you. Whether they concern money, business decisions, or other projects, it's important to stay flexible and focused. You don't have to do it alone. Reach out for the best advice and assistance. In addition, a financial union or partnership may present itself to you. The more time you take to make these vital decisions and choices, the longer it will be before you can move toward your goals in the physical material world. The changes that are emerging aren't some random acts or coincidences. They're all part of a positive and larger scheme. Notice the connections with everything, as this will enable you to avoid future problems and conflicts. You're working on yourself, you're making the necessary changes. And some of these changes that I see that you need to do is get away from that toxic energies that are pulling you down, Listen to those that love you, Leo. Listen to those that love you, because this person or persons that are there showing you that they love you, even at your worst, those are the people that you need to cling on to, not become dependent on. Maybe the word cling is not good, but move towards. Surround yourself with people that love you and want the best for you. You don't have to go move in with your parents unless you need to. But you do need to get away from those that are just pulling you back down. Because you want to get away from this energy, Leo. You really do. Love yourself, Leo. Love yourself. Love yourself. And you're working on yourself, so you do love yourself. You took the first step, so you do love yourself. Become the true love in your life. And then you'll get what belongs to you. You will meet that one person that you will fall in love with. But love yourself first. Love yourself first. I think that's going to be the title. Love yourself first. If this resonated, please like, please share, please subscribe, and I will do a follow-up within a week. Thank you.